TSC, your home for sports news updates, interviews, and everything in between. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I hope y'all enjoy that championship Sunday a hell of a lot more than Packers fans, because we have ourselves the official Super Bowl 54 matchup of the Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl for the first time in 50 years, before most of us were born, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And I am pumped for this matchup. I got to say, I am curious to see if Jimmy G is going to have to throw the ball a lot more than he did tonight. But man, top to bottom, it's safe to say that these two are by far the best teams in the NFL, and that's not really a stretch because both are in the Super Bowl, and unlike last year, the better teams actually made it this time without any BS pass interference calls, although there was a flimsy pass interference call in the Niners game, but let's keep it real. They were kicking Green Bay's ass. They were leading as much as 27-0 at halftime. Final score, 37-20. Let's start with this game first. Poor Aaron Rodgers, man. He tried. He really tried. But unfortunately, his defense let him down. Look, he wasn't innocent in all this either. He had 2 interceptions, but he had to throw the ball 39 times, hit 31 targets. But he did not get a lot on the ground. Only 56 rushing yards from Jones. Devontae Adams had 9 receptions for 138 yards. But you look at the other side of the coin, and this is just crazy. Jimmy G, 6 for 8, 77 yards. Now, normally, you would say 6 for 8, 77 yards. That means the Niners lost the game, right? No, they destroyed the Packers. And the reason being is because a dude by the name of Raheem Mostert, who a lot of people clowned a couple years ago for being signed by the Niners. I believe he used to be with the Browns. 29 carries, 220 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns. This dude, he's the legit American dream in the NFL, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Not only is that an insane amount of production, but that's a conference championship record and ranks second all-time in postseason rushing performances. That's unbelievable. Coleman was doing pretty well, too, before he unfortunately got hurt. Hopefully he won't miss the Super Bowl, but that arm injury he had early in the game looked bad. But, my God, when you're running the ball that damn well, guess what? You don't really need to throw the ball that many times. But, wow, just crazy. Of course, the defense for the Niners was great. Robert Salah, a.k.a. Lebanese Excellence, fellow Lebanese brother, did his thing. A year ago, people were calling for his head. This year, he is the architect of a standout defense anchored by Richard Sherman, future Hall of Famer. And, man, I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers. He just hopelessly was on the sideline. Watch his defense just blow it for him. He had them back. They were within 2 scores. They just kept giving up first down after first down after first freaking down. So Niners, clearly the best team, and they are going to the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs, they were down early at the beginning of the game, but they roared back. Now, granted, they were only down 10 points. It wasn't 21 points like the last week against the Texans, but they roared back. They did their thing. Ryan Tannehill, believe it or not, actually threw the ball more than 7 times. He threw 21 times, 21 for 31, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 108 quarterback rating. I thought he was all right, but he needed to be better than Pat Mahomes, and that's a little hard to do when Patrick Mahomes, I mean, these numbers are just studly here. 23 for 35, 3 touchdowns, no picks, only took 2 sacks, also had 8 carries for 53 yards, including a grown-ass man run for a touchdown. He was a stud. He was the leading rusher, obviously the leading passer, and the Chiefs won 35-24 to go to their first Super Bowl in 50 years. And think about this. Pat Mahomes boy is only 24. This is, I believe, his 3rd year in the league. It might as well be his 2nd year in the league since it's his 2nd year as a starter. So, first year, AFC title game, threw 50 touchdowns, won the MVP. 2nd year, goes to the AFC title game, wins the AFC title game, leads a cursed franchise with Andy Reid, no less, to the Super Bowl. Unbelievable job by Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator. Unbelievable job by the Chiefs overall. Andy Reid, I am very happy for the man. It's been 15 years since he's been in the Super Bowl. And think about this. You got Kyle Shanahan, who was that dude who, well, presided over that Falcons offense that blew a 28-3 lead against the Patriots a few years back. You have Andy Reid, the king of playoff time clock mismanagement. I still remember as a kid watching that Eagles and Patriots game and thinking, my God, the Eagles have all this time. They're only down 3 points. And it just felt like they were sinking in quicksand despite the fact that they had time to tie the game or maybe win the game at the end. Now, some people want to trash Donovan McNabb, say he threw up in the huddle. Whatever the case may be, okay? That game could have been coached better, and that was like the worst close game I'd ever seen. I'm just like thinking, man, what the hell? And unfortunately, there's been a lot of playoff games like that with Andy Reid that have grown to define him. Even though he's a future Hall of Fame coach, even though he's absolutely a true legend, an all-time great, but this is his opportunity to right the wrongs of the past. Same with Kyle Shanahan. But for Andy Reid, I mean, listen, he ain't getting any younger. This may be his last opportunity. Some people may say, oh, wait, well, they have Pat Mahomes. Who cares? Guess what? The Dolphins had Dan Marino, one of the all-time greats. Maybe if you want to call him the Aaron Rodgers of his generation before Aaron Rodgers. And he only got to 1 Super Bowl. So there are no guarantees in the NFL. Remember that, kids. So it's going to be all or nothing in 2 weeks. Early pick, I have the Chiefs. But if the Niners play like they did, my God, I don't know. I don't know. Look, Jimmy G, say what you want about him. His stats don't blow you away, but he's also got an overwhelming winning record as a starter. He is a winner. If you look at Tom Brady early in his career, a lot of his stats didn't blow you away either. But guess what? The guy got the job done, made the right throws, made the clutch plays when it mattered most, and that's all that needed to happen. And look, at the end of the day, they don't need Jimmy G to beat Tom Brady. They don't. They just need him to not lose the game. I'm not saying he's a game manager, but he kind of was this game. So, hey, it's a good gig if you get it. He already secured the bag. We'll see if the Niners can secure the victory and their first Super Bowl win in 25 years. I want to send a shout out to all the people watching me live. Jeremy Bowers, Freddie Mitchell, David Schneider, Smith, Frankie Moss. What's up, y'all? Thank you all for watching live. If you're listening to the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes, much appreciated. You can also listen on Google Podcast. Irish Devil says, red and gold until I'm dead and cold. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Actually, before I go, I just want to let y'all know that not only did I do a recent interview with Joe Theismann, Super Bowl champion with Washington and College Football Hall of Famer, but I recently interviewed 3-time Super Bowl champion with the 49ers, offensive lineman Randy Cross. So if you're a Niners fan, if you were a huge Niners fan of that original Niners dynasty, stay tuned because that interview will be up in the coming days. Until then, thank you so much for watching, folks. Shout out to Rashad Holmes as well. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications for more updates like this. And until next time, as always, enjoy the games and congrats to the Niners and the Chiefs. Damn.